What's going on, guys? This is Miasin. So we just got some new Photon and Galaxy support in the new set, and I will be reviewing those new cards today. But before this video starts, make sure you like and subscribe. Check me out on Twitch and Instagram if you haven't already. Now let's get right into it. So the first piece of news is actually just the announcement of a new structure deck, which is around the TRAPTRIX team, so no new cards. It's just that we're going to be getting some new cards for this deck, and that definitely seems very interesting because the deck is kind of unplayable right now, and I really like it, so more support will definitely be very appreciated. Alright, now a new Mikanko card, so a new equip spell. You can only use the second effect of this card's name once per turn. The equipped monster cannot be destroyed by card effects. During your main phase, you can special summon one Mikanko monster from your hand or deck with a different original name than the equipped monster, and if you do equip this card to it, then return the monster this card was equipped to the hand. That's actually very interesting. Wow. Okay, so you can actually equip it with a monster your opponent controls, and then just bounce back a monster and summon a Mikanko monster from the deck. That kind of feels a little disgusting. Maybe I read it wrong, but that would just be absolutely ridiculous if going second you can do like all those things in one single card. Definitely very good. Alright, so now for the new Photon and Galaxy cards. One of them is actually huge and might actually see play outside of Photon and Galaxy. Well, maybe two of them. So I already know those cards, and therefore the surprise factor is a little less there, but still. Photon Emperor, level 8 Light Warrior, 2800 attack and 1000 defense, which means that it has the Giant Monarch stats, and that's not going to be super relevant because you're not really trying to tribute summon. You can only use the first effect of this card's name once per turn. If this card is sent to the grave except from the field, and if you have another Photon or Galaxy monster on your field or in your graveyard, you can special summon this card in defense position. So you can Foolish Burial for this card and then revive it back, or discard it with Forbidden Droplet or something. So that's actually kind of interesting. Yeah, and it's a level 8, so you can make rank 8s, and it doesn't lock you under Photon or Galaxy only. So far, so good. I'm definitely not complaining. After you normal or special summon this card, you can normal summon one light monster during your main phase this turn in addition to your normal summoner set. And it's very easy to special summon this card because of its first effect. So the first effect actually makes the second effect even easier to fulfill, and I really like that. So in case you didn't know, the first effect actually synergizes with Galaxy Soldier, finally, because for the longest time, Galaxy Soldier has always been underwhelming in its own deck. It's actually hilarious how Galaxy Soldier was way better in Cyber Dragon because you were making Infinity, whereas in Galaxy, you were kind of going neg, like the discard wasn't really beneficial, and you weren't really making like a big boy boss monster. You're only searching one Galaxy's card, which was realistically not doing much, and obviously in Cyber Dragon, you're discarding Hertz, you're reviving back a monster with Nova, you're making Infinity, you're just negating cards, absorbing monsters. It always felt superior, but being able to discard this card and revive it back right away because you control a Galaxy monster, obviously, and then getting an extra normal summon for any light monster is just fantastic. I'm really happy. This card is amazing, and it definitely will help Photon and Galaxy quite a lot. Alright, now the next one is Galaxy Summoner. Level 4 light spellcaster effect 1614, well 1600 attack, 1400 defense. Doesn't lose the deck devastation virus, even though I don't think it's gonna come up. You can only use the first and second effect of this card's name once per turn. If this card is normal or special summon, you can target one Photon or Galaxy monster in your grave, except itself, special summon it in defense. It doesn't negate the effect of whichever monster you revive. You can't revive back Link monsters, but the majority of them are Xyz and main deck monsters anyways, and it can be a Photon or Galaxy monster, so you can revive back anything, and it's on normal or special. Again, this card is just really cool. And then you can target one other light monster you control that has a level. Its level becomes 4 until the end of the turn, so this is basically the exact opposite of the other Galaxy card that makes it level 8. Alright, now we have Kuriboh. Kuriboh cards are usually dog shit in every single archetype that they're introduced in. Level 1, Light Fiend, 300, 200. This card is always treated as a Galaxy card, doesn't really make it any better. When an opponent's monster declares an attack, you can discard this card, special summon one Galaxy Ice Photon Dragon from your hand or deck, then change the attack target to it. Then you can attach this card from your graveyard to an Xyz monster on the field as material. Can be any Xyz monster, doesn't have to necessarily be, you know, a Galaxy Eyes Xyz monster. So you can go Monster Reborn, you revive back, like, I don't know, Zeus or so. You can have a Zeus with one material and then give it like a second material that way. If a Photon and or Galaxy monster you control would be destroyed by battle or an opponent's card effect, you can banish this card from the grave instead. It's cute, it's just that my issue is that this is basically another battle trap. So it's like when your opponent declares an attack. No. It doesn't really get anything started on your own turn. Not a consistency card, I'll pass. Okay, so this card's actually ridiculously absurd. Number Chaos 62, Neo Galaxy Eyes Prime Photon Dragon, rank 8 Light Dragon Xyz, 4,000, 3,000, 3 level 8 monsters, but you're not supposed to read that because you can also Xyz summon this card by using number 62 Galaxy Eyes Prime Photon Dragon you control. So it's kind of like Cyber Dragon Infinity on top of Nova. At the start of your battle phase, you can detach 1 material from this card. This card can make up to 3 attacks on monsters during this battle phase. Holy lord. Yeah, for a monster that has 4,000 attack, that's a lot. And it gets way better than this. If this card has Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon as material, it gains these effects unaffected by your opponent's monster effects at 4,000 attack, and even worse, gains attack equal to the combined level and ranks of all monsters attached to it as material, multiplied by 100. This monster will become gigantic in literally 2 seconds because you're using 2 level 8 monsters plus a plus a rank 8 monster. So you're gonna have 2,400 attack worth of materials. So it's gonna have 64, and then you detach so it can attack thrice. So it's gonna have 5,600 attack and can attack 3 times. So that's basically a guaranteed OTK, and it's unaffected by your opponent's monster effects. So your opponent can have, I don't know, Valor, Ghost Ogre, doesn't matter. It's not gonna do anything against it. So that's actually ridiculously freaking crazy. It would have been really cool if it was just unaffected by card effects, period. But then it might have been a little too good. Yeah, very impressive card. This card can definitely see play outside of Galaxy because Galaxy Eyes Prime Photon Dragon is a card that you can play just generically. So it's going to be a 2-card package where you play Photon as well as this so that you can easily OTK your opponents. You can also make like Big Zeus because you're going to have, basically 4 material Zeus. And again, unaffected by card effect, well, monster effects at least. Big boy attacks for a lot, high attack, fantastic. Alright, the next Xyz monster, another one. Galaxy Photon Dragon, it's not a Galaxy Eyes. Rank 4 Light Dragon and it has the typical Galaxy stats, so 2,000 attack, 0 defense, 2 level 4 monsters. You can only use the second and third effect of this card's name once per turn. All other light monsters you control gain 500 attack. You can detach 1 material from this card. Either take 1 Photon or Galaxy card from your deck and add it to your hand or send it to the graveyard. You're typically not really trying to send cards from the deck to the grave, except for the new Emperor, the level 8 with the Monarch stats. That one could make sense, but yeah, basically you're trying to search Galaxy Galaxy Soldier, or maybe the spell card that like summons from the deck and then something, I don't know. There are a few Galaxy cards that are definitely very interesting that you can get. And again, it's a Galaxy card, not necessarily a Galaxy monster. Photon, I think there's less Photon cards than Galaxy. This one is a more just a complete sub-archetype for the Galaxy Photon archetype, but yeah, whatever. If a light monster is a special summon to your field, you can target one of them that has a level. Its level becomes 4 or 8 until the end of the turn. Pretty interesting. You can adjust a few levels, and it's for any light monster, so you can summon Galaxy Soldier and becomes level 8. Instead of randomly being level 5, you can summon freaking a Cyber Dragon monster. There's literally no synergy. Whatever. Alright, a lot of options. Galaxy 100, continuous spell card. You can only activate 1 card with this card's name once per turn. You can only use the second effect of this card's name once per turn. When this card resolves, you can send 1 Photon or Galaxy card from the deck to the grave. So again, this synergizes very well with this little boy right here. Photon Emperor, sorry, not Galaxy Emperor. And then if Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon is special summoned to your field, you can look at your opponent's extra deck. Wow, that's actually really nasty if you're going first. Then you can apply one of these effects. So either you banish a monster from your opponent's extra deck, which is already really good against decks that really require like one specific monster in their extra deck. So maybe against Blight, you banish the Toad, or I don't know, if like one monster ever becomes like limited, you just banish it. Like, you know, back in the days with like Litho Sagem and Shuking Dino Yang Zing, you basically had to play like 2 of each monster just to not lose to that card. Anyways, or special summon 1 number monster from it to your field. Yeah, okay, so you summon a number monster but without any materials, so it's not going to be super good because typically number Xyz monsters only really have an effect if they have a material underneath. But whatever, I'm still going to take it because this effect is pretty cool. And it's still a Foolish Burial upon activation, and you can stack a few of them on the field. Alright, Numeron Creation, normal spell card. This card is always treated as a Galaxy Eyes card, and it's also a Numeron card. You can only apply the effect of this card's name once per turn. If there are 3 or more light dragon monsters on the field with 3k or more original attack, good luck getting there, man. This requirement is absurd. Special summon 1 dragon number exceeds monster from your extra deck, then attach this card on the field to it as material. Very underwhelming for the absurd condition that it has. So this card is like beyond unplayable garbage trash. Alright, Photon Deceleration. Normal trap, take 1 Photon or Galaxy continuous spell or trap from your deck, and either add it to your hand or place it face up on their field. So it's actually cool that you can place a Galaxy trap card directly from your deck to the field, face up, so that you can actually use it. Because if all it did was search or set the card, it would have been very slow for a trap card. But that's actually really cool in case you get like Twin Twistered. You can dodge it completely by setting another card. If you get Dustered, then instead of activating it or replacing it, rather, you search it. So nice flexibility. And if this set card you control is destroyed by opponent's card effect during their turn, and you control Galaxy Ice Photon Dragon or an Xyz monster that has it as a material, you can literally skip your opponent's turn. Basically, it becomes the end phase. So I suppose this is how you would this is basically the Waking Dragon of the deck. This is the best way to see it. I don't really think this card can easily be... would have been cool if you could actually force your opponent to destroy this and just randomly figure out a combo that... Yeah, I don't know, that would have been really cool. Yeah, just skip your turn, becomes the end phase, and then next turn I kill you. Very, very dangerous, so... yeah, and now if you play against Photon or Galaxy, you're never really trying to just blindly destroy back row, because this card could absolutely make you lose the game in literally 2 seconds. But yeah, what do I think about the new cards? Let's see. This card's really good. I like it a lot. Maybe a 1 or 2 of. Well, at least a 1 of. Maybe a 2 of, but definitely not a 3 of. This card, it's a Monster Reborn, but not a starter. So 1 or 2 of. 0 of, most likely for the Kuriboh. 1 of, obviously, in the extra deck. 1 of, again, in the extra deck. And then this would be maybe a 2 of. This would be a 0 of. And maybe this would be a 1 of. So the thing is, we definitely have some nice cards. It's just that there's nothing that I look at and I'm like, oh my god, this fixes every single flaw of the deck. No, not quite. Like, you still need more searchers, more cards that special summon from the deck. Like, that's just such a good mechanic that this deck does not really have too much at the moment. You revive back a lot of cards from the grave, sure, but you're not really doing anything that involves the deck, and that's something that every single deck would benefit that, to be honest. Would benefit from that. But yeah, what do you guys think about these new Galaxy cards? Let me know in the comment section below. As always, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys very soon. Peace.